And yes, my name is King Kenny DUROTILU. And I'm not alone.
Good morning, Kenny.
Good morning, Tayo.
Good morning, dear listener. I am OLUTAYO, OGUNADE. We go straight to the papers.
Okay, I have with me the Punch newspaper, the Daily Post, and the Nation newspaper. Starting first of all with the Punch newspaper. Major headline this morning: no agreement with Tinubu, can insist. Talks tough. Elsewhere, 11 state varsities shun ASU. Federal government threatens unions. Ogun women run baby factory, sell child 400,000 naira. Abba Kyari releases accounts, assets details. You also find this one in the pages of the Punch newspaper. Strike, federal government yet to meet demands, says ASU. The Metro Plus pages. Rivers gunmen shoot driver dead. Abduct 8 passengers. Arabic teacher remanded in prison for sodomizing people. Also, business here. Mergers, acquisitions won't go away from banking sector. That's according to Lemo. In politics, nobody can break my ranks, says Wike. And also, Yahya recording legacy of mounting debts. Gombe PDP chairman says their rep seat. Court nullifies substitution of PDP candidate. And lastly, from the Punch newspaper this morning, it's an editorial. Latest power privatization is avoid 2013 farce.
All right, let's take a look at Daily Trust. We will eliminate all terrorists by December. Federal government. Pentami, how I made Buhari suspend tax on calls, data, social media, and the 2023 election. Something of an opinion piece you can check out there. Deploy technology to tackle crude oil theft. Falano, another one here from Daily Trust newspaper. Federal government suspend 5% tax on calls, data. Fresh fuel scarcity looms in North as Ipman begins warning strike. Nigeria facing greater security threats since civil war. Federal government. 2023 anxiety trails APC's delay in unveiling campaign council members. Some more here. Another one, Buhari suspend. I took that earlier. More Nigerians poor as World Bank raises poverty line to $2.15. PDP mocks Abiodun, says last-minute appointments won't save you. Crashes rocks Adamawa APC. Chairman sacked over anti-party orders. It's shameful Nigeria still imports fuel, says Obaseki. Super Falcons confront world champions USA again. Let me take one more before we go to another paper. Amushon returns to winning ways, strikes gold in Berlin.
From the Daily Post, politics taking too far. APC, PDP, others snub Ogun Guba candidates, Bangboshe in death. Elsewhere, Ondo kidnappers demand 90 million naira ransom for abducted barrel gas. Lagos commissioner resigns after Oniru building collapse. You're architect of your misfortune, Oshun APC tells state PDP. Dangote Cement rewards winners in Kano, Port Harcourt, Benin, other cities. Elsewhere, you find this one. Honorable Dari Kadri should face his new party. That's politics. Also, NAPTIP regains control of Twitter account after hackers attack. Court orders INEC to accept Sani Noma as PDP candidate for Agugu Algae Reps race. Kaduna, how bandits blocked Benin Gwari Funtua Highway, killed driver, kidnapped scores of travelers. Buhari government suspends 5% excise duty on telecom companies. That story that's common to most of the papers. Also talking politics. 2023 PDP crisis festers as Wike threatens to flog his enemies pepperly. Okay, that's an interesting one. The Adamawa APC crisis. Bilal dismisses sack by State Exco, says I remain chairman. 2023 why Peter Obi can't defeat Atiku Tinubu Babatope. Provide evidence we aligned with Oshun PDP APC group top to Babayemi.
All right, from Premium Times, Kuje prison attack, 65 heavily armed personnel present on day of attack. Aregbeshola. Okay, yeah, so, but there is no CCTV. Yeah, okay. Let's see another one here. 5 die in another Jigawa boat accident. Kenya decides Ruto Odinga speak after Supreme Court ruling. It's forgery, Machina says, of withdrawal letter that would have favored Lawan. How Nigeria orders can attract industries to troubled Lake Chad Basin. Tinubu denies ownership of Oriental Hotel, other assets linked to him in Lagos. And Liz is new leader of UK Conservative Party, said to be Prime Minister. Let's see some more from Premium. No work, no pay. ASU replies Oshuntokun orders. OPEC agrees on oil production cut. Ibe Efyong recount ordeal in prison. Let's see another paper.
From the Nation newspaper, Amwagege, Kiamo, Kokori, Emma, others, Southern President, a must. DSS seeks interagency collaboration. Also from the Nation, federal government suspends 5% tax on telecom services. Worst of insecurity is over, federal government tells Nigerians. That's the major caption from the Nation this morning. PDP crisis, I'll crush my detractors, says Wike. Performance, not promises, will determine 2023 polls, says Ikpeazu. Also from the Nation, Aregbesola 64 terrorist suspects, 17 in life jail, escaped from Kuje prison. Stop fanning embers of hate, disunity, APC tells PDP. Binedian seeks completion of Bini Auchi Abuja road repair. How Tinubu transformed Lagos, I believe, is an editorial piece, a report there from the Nation. And lastly, this one, bandits kill 2 kidnapped scores after GOC's visit to Benin Gwari. All right, we'll take some messages, and when we come back, we'll be taking some analysis and much later your thoughts on the stories shared so far. Just stay with us.
Tolu, báwo ni ìrìnàjò ẹ̀? Ilẹ̀ Haúsá dùn. Mo jẹ oúnjẹ kan tó ń pè ní dambu ìṣèkáfá níbẹ̀. Ọ̀rẹ́, adùn àti tasọ́sán ẹ̀ lárinrin.
Oúnjẹ ti délẹ̀ o.
Láìdé, oúnjẹ yẹn náà ló ṣe. Ó tún dùn jù yẹn lọ. Báwo ló ṣe sè é? Ìsebẹ̀ ọ̀ngà. Òun ni ìsebẹ̀ tó nílò fádùn àti tasọ́sán tó lélẹ̀. Dùn àwọn tó fẹ́ràn nínú pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ aládùn nínú ilé rẹ̀.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Win big in the Techno Special Sales Promo. Solar inverters for 2 lucky winners and back-to-school gift packs, including laptops, will be won by 10 people. Simply buy any Techno Camon 19 or Spark 9 smartphone models and get a raffle ticket to qualify for the grand prize draws. Also, enjoy discounts up to 15,000 naira on select Techno smartphones and instant gifts upon purchase. Promo runs till 30th September. Visit at Techno Mobile NG on social media for more info. T's and C's apply. Techno. Stop at nothing.
Oh yes! People have been winning, and you too can be a millionaire in the Dangote Bag of Goodies Season 3 promo.
Spell Dangote.
Yes! Spell Dangote and become a multi-millionaire. Category 1, instant win. Buy bags of Dangote cement. Pick up the scratch card and win an instant prize. Category 2, for the star prize, pick up the scratch card inside the bags to spell DANGOTE, qualifying you to win 1 million naira cash. Category 3, the mega star prize. Pick out the scratch card inside the bags and spell DANGOTE, qualifying you to win 5 million naira cash. When you pick an alphabet with an eagle, look out for letter O that has the Dangote Eagle logo for you to win the mega star prize. Terms and conditions apply.
ẹ̀kọ́ tó yè koro ní ìpínlẹ̀ ọjọ́ ọ̀la rere Dominion Aviation College àǹfààní aláìlẹ́gbẹ̀rẹ̀ fún gbogbo ènìyàn tó fẹ́ nímọ̀ kíkún lórí àwọn ètò ẹ̀kọ́ bíi air ticketing and reservation/GDS training, tourism, transport and travel management, software development and application development courses. Dominion Aviation College is the place to be. láàrin oṣù mẹ́fà péré ní àwọn ètò ẹ̀kọ́ wọ̀nyí. Admission requirements are awaiting results WAEC, GCE, NECO, ND, NCE, HND or BSc láti fi orúkọ sílẹ̀ fún àwọn ètò ẹ̀kọ́ bíi air ticketing and reservation/GDS training, tourism, transport and travel management. ẹ kàn sí ilé-ìwé Dominion Aviation College tó wà ní number 37 Oyinlola Street off Bolumole Ring Road, Challenge, Ìbàdàn. ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn 0814-730-6896 or WhatsApp 0813-148-2943. Visit www.dominionaviationcollege.com. Email dominionaviationcollege22@gmail.com.
Power oil, power oil. Ogunge cooking oil, we get different sizes and different packs. Power oil, power oil. The one
listening to 32 FM 94.9.
FM 94.9 Breakdown Newspaper Review. I'm OLUTAYO, OGUNADE.
I'm Kenny, DUROTILU, and it's time to make sense of the stories out of the papers this morning. And to do that for us is Austin Idumo. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning, Kenny. I'm tired. Good morning.
Good morning, Austin.
All right, so let's start off with this one. It's one that recurs all through the pages of the paper. The federal government has suspended the proposed excise duty on telecommunications services. Of course, with the economic crunch and what Nigerians are facing right now, I think that is a welcome development.
Yes, indeed. It is a kind of relief because that will make Nigerians to pay more in terms of accessing telecommunications services. If you look at the tariff on telecommunication has kick-started, so you pay more now for even calls and even to access the internet in terms of data. So the excise duty will have been 5%, of course. It will have been like additional burden in a way to overstretch the populace, the masses, as far as that sector is concerned. Now there was a dichotomy between the Minister of Digital Economy, Communication and Digital Economy. Yes, Issa Pantami, and the Minister of Finance, because the implementation of the 5% excise duty for communication sector was part of the Finance Act, which means that it ought to be implemented by the government. But because of maybe personal differences or what have you, so the point I'm making is that this has been suspended does not mean that Pantami fought for the people.
Okay.
I don't know whether you understand, or the federal government has done the people a favor because the president gave order. But Pantami said at that time that he was not carried along. You understand?
Right.
So it's just at the end of the day, it turned to battle of wit, ego fight between the two ministers. So Pantami just won. So I'm only preparing the minds of Nigeria that in the shortest possible time or any time in the future, this will come on board.
But Pantami argued, and I think I want to give it to him. He said excess duty is usually enforced in luxury products in most countries, such as alcohol, cigarettes, and sugar, to reduce consumption of such products. Okay, but here, and not only in Nigeria, data services is essential, for all to function. It's the new life.
Yes, like you said, it's the new life. But like I also said earlier, I agree with you. They are supposed to be on luxury item. He said in other countries. We have advised the federal government even before now that luxury items that are not basic necessity of life, should be heavily taxed. We know countries of the world that if you want to take a bottle of beer, you have to spend like 20 or 30,000. That is the way government make money and also reduce excessive intake of those alcoholic and drug intake products, just to ensure that it does not have adverse effects on people. So if you look at this whole of argument, you discover that the reverse has always been the case in Nigeria. In most cases, some of the alcoholic items in Nigeria, they really even pay tax. So it's a welcome development that this is coming at this time. But the point I'm making is that this came on board as a result of the differences, the arguments that ensued between the two of them. Because at some point, it got to a level where they had to be confrontational to one another.
Is that why Pantami said, how I made Buhari?
So you understand the story very well.
Oh.
It's all about politics. When two politicians fight, it is not for the interest of the people. It can just be on the surface, but deep down, it is not. If Pantami was also available, that was what the Minister of Finance was saying, that you were aware that this form basis or part of the Finance Act. So why are you just coming out at this particular point in time?
Correct.
The argument at that time was that it was not properly carried along.
Away from that story, the federal government has said that it will eliminate all terrorists by December this year. The Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, said this in Abuja yesterday during a joint security press conference with the Ministers of Defense, Information and Police Affairs, as well as the Chief of Defense Staff. Will eliminate all terrorists by December, federal government.
Yes, I don't know why December has been picked as the deadline, when election will take place February of the following year. This is a government that has spent over 7 years in office, still promising. You know, apart from this promise, Nigerians want to wake up one day and see terrorists eliminated. Do we even have the capacity in terms of, first of all, the political will to match them up? I don't know whether you saw a video that trended over the weekend of a popular bandit kingpin. They invaded the premises in, I think, around Funtua, in Katsina. You understand? So, they invaded the premises and they were captured by the CCTV. And if you read in the papers this morning, the family of the DPO that was supposed to resume in Benegwari, I hope you have not forgotten, around June.
Right, yeah.
That DPO, a divisional police officer, the family has to beg. The man is crying from captivity, that the government should do everything to save his life. He was just newly processed to Benegwari area. So he was adopted, and for 2 months, he's still in the custody of the terrorists. So federal government, apart from just promises, let them match words with action. We want terrorists eliminated in the country, and the president should show cause, because this is one of those highlights that brought Mr. President to office. Fight against insecurity, and people look at his antecedent and say, oh, this is the best man for this job at that particular point in time.
Nigeria is now the second most terrorized country in the world.
Yes, second most terrorized
just behind Iraq.
You can see. And we are not really at war. So this is the bane of our development today in the country. So whatever the government had to do, December is here. It is only when you don't propose a date that date does not come. You understand? Even if it say 10 years, this administration sometimes ago was 8 years. Today now it's just few months for it to wind up. That is why we have always canvassed that you make hay while the sun shine. So what the president cannot do for 7 years, let's see how he can achieve it between now and December. And this is just the beginning of the Ember month. So we are close to December. But between now and then, how many of such innocent citizens will also die in the hands of these terrorists? So that is what we are talking about.
Okay.
So the president should summon political will to deal with this situation.
All right, Austin, I have this one. 44 worshippers abducted from a mosque in Zamfara community last Friday have been subjected to physical labor on farmlands. Of course, the terrorists, they are yet to demand ransom from their relatives. But in the meantime, these Nigerians are facing hardship on farmlands.
Yes, perhaps they may not even demand labor. Maybe they feel that they needed people to cultivate the farms for them. You know, this is a country that has government. Government just came out to say that by December, they are going to eliminate terrorists. I just also find that between now and then, what will happen? It's a whole lot of 3 months. You understand? Now, people were adopted. Some, they want to collect ransom. In most cases, they will even kill them. The case of the DPO that I just told you, they raised a 5 million ransom. That was paid. They refused to release him. They said that one was for food. At another time, they raised 2 million. They took it to them. They had to hold the ransom holder and took the 2 million naira. Now people were adopted. They are now subjected to hard labor, working on their farm day in, day out, when they are not prisoners. So this is where we find ourselves. You see people be inhumanly dealt with in their country in the face of a government. So it is now like a case of individual citizens in the country fending for themselves, providing security for themselves.
These guys are having a field day.
They are having a field day.
For me.
They even task community to be able to go to their farm. They pay in cash and they also pay in kind. After harvest, they will take certain percentage just for them to live. What offense have they committed? You know, they were adopted. They are worshippers. Let us not put that aside. So that in itself is bad enough that worshippers at worship center were adopted. So what is the government doing? That is why we have come out to say that when it comes to terrorist attack, attacking worship center, it is not only peculiar to the Christendom. People are being violently assaulted in the mosque too. So whether in the mosque, in the church, it must be heavily condemned. So it is as a result of the fact that the government has failed the people. Because whether we like it or not, people of this other religion, everybody voted to make this government in power. So the government has failed the people. You go to the school, you are adopted. You go to the worship center, you are adopted.
But we're getting an assurance from the federal government today. Worst of insecurity is over. That's the federal government to Nigerians.
Federal government through Lai Mohammed. Lai Mohammed said it is no longer like before, that it is no longer like business as usual, the issue of insecurity in the country. And we disagree with him and say no. Insecurity have even heightened from what it used to be.
I mean, just a day before, gunmen killed a bus driver and abducted 8 passengers in Riverside.
You understand? It has really escalated. The minister said the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari has been able to reduce the incidence of insecurity, adding that there might still be cases, but not on the scale witnessed by Nigerians in the past.
Where did he get his own data?
That Kayamo threatened the other time that he would drive from Abuja to Kaduna. We asked him to drive without security convoy, and he has not been able to do that. He said as far as the daunting security challenges are concerned that we face, we can tell you that the worst is over. Never again will terrorists and bandits and their cohort have sway in our country. They are disconnected from the current reality in the country.
I may want to add also, totally.
You understand? To solve the problem, if there is any problem, to solve it, what you do first is to first of all admit that indeed there is a problem. If you don't even consider what we have at hand as a major problem, how do you then go ahead to solve it? That is what we talk about, purposeful leadership. So this administration has failed. People like Lai Mohammed still feel that security today is far better before President Muhammadu Buhari came on board. It was just Boko Haram, majorly restricted to the northeast, right. And in the northeast, not even the 6 states in the northeast, predominantly in Yobe, Adamawa, then Borno, the epic center at that time. But when President Muhammadu Buhari came on board, insecurity now festered. The almost entire northwest, is even the president's home state, is being taken over by terrorists. Sokoto, Kaduna, the governor in Kaduna state has even come out that terrorists are running a parallel government. The only state that is almost exempted in the whole of northwest is the state of Kano state. We even have it in north central.
Didn't they threaten?
Because some places in Niger state, Shiroro area, it's a no-go area.
Didn't these terrorists actually threaten Mr. President?
They threatened Mr. President. His advanced team, they were attacked in Katsina, his hometown. The Presidential Guard Brigade were attacked under the president. So what else does Lai Mohammed need to make us understand that security situation has actually worsened under President Muhammadu Buhari?
Have you seen the documentary put out by the media office of Bola Tinubu?
Yes, I do. I've seen it. He has come up to debunk a lot of property linked to him, like the Oriental Hotel, the Civic Towers, and what have you. He said what he did was to create an enabling environment to turn the state's liability to valuable assets in his wealth. If you look at that, of course, he really need to show us that he does not have interest in all of this property in Lagos, because one of the areas and most things that people use against him majorly is the idea of personal aggrandizement, almost owning. People look at Tinubu as the second Lagos, you know. It's almost like the Lagos itself. That is the reason why some people they campaign against him. They say, oh, he has turned Lagos to his personal estate, he has turned Lagos to his personal property. This issue of Oriental Hotel came first of all during the NSAS brouhaha, you understand, when some people wanted to infiltrate, they want to ensure that the structure is brought down. Then there's one West Midlands something came up, Wemco or something came on board at that time, that they hold 99% of the share in Oriental company. Tinubu narrated how the whole area of Umbadiwe, Umbadiwe, the whole area through Lekki corridor used to be a dump site. You understand how he took the effort of his government to clear this area and allow businesses to thrive in all of this area. So that is his own account. I hope people will believe him, because those that are leading us, we really need to look at how they make their money. All the presidential candidates, not just Tinubu alone. Tunde Bakare once said that what others cannot do was what Tinubu did, that he make his money, that he turned some of this to advantage for himself. Right. So if that is the case, you only need to show us. Let the true ownership of this monumental structure, business interests, robust business interests in Lagos, let them come on board. But the truth of the matter is that during his time as governor of Lagos State, he actually created an enabling environment by running a non-inclusive government, bringing people from other places to run the government, and at the end of the day, Lagos became like the home of investment for most people. But the one thing that is common with this Tinubu campaign organization is that they are using Lagos, his achievement in Lagos, to campaign for him. I think APC is the government in power at the federal level. Why not use APC achievement at the federal level, for example, to campaign for another APC presidential candidate? Tinubu was not a governor under APC at that time. Of course, those parties metamorphosed and they became APC that we are talking about today. Okay. So let us say, oh, the way this current administration, the federal administration, has done, you know, what I discovered is that they are distancing themselves from the Buhari administration.
They said, you know, we cannot access Tinubu on Buhari's administration.
But Tinubu's party is Buhari's party. If God wants him to become president, he will be the president of that.
Some are even asking, is he campaigning to be Lagos governor again?
Lagos governor again. So you understand the point I'm making. And the dynamics is not the same. Lagos has its peculiarity. We are talking about the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You understand? We diverse state. Of course, I agree that Nigeria is a country with many nations. But the truth of the matter is that this man did excellently well, fantastically well as Lagos governor. But it's not going to be. It's just like using the achievement of Peter Obi in Anambra State to want to make us understand that he will also do that or replicate that across the country. The dynamics has changed. We have the National Assembly, we have the judiciary, we have a lot of things that will come to play. So it's quite different. But he has come out to explain that he is not the owner of this business interest. He only created an enabling environment.
Speaking of Lagos State still, the Commissioner for Physical Planning, Urban Development yesterday resigned, Idris Salako. This is sequel to the Oniru building collapse that happened. We don't get that often.
Yes, we don't get that often. It just happened. I think there is more to that resignation, because it's a good one on one hand that he has resigned. Some people said it's belated. He ought to have gone, because we have had too many building collapses under his supervision. Now that he has gone, what is Lagos State government doing differently? to forestall a reoccurrence. That is the issue.
All right.
We really have not done anything. See, building will collapse. This fire brigade approach will come on board. Before you know it, we'll go back. We'll give approval for some of these buildings. At times, they do extension, they do illegal construction, and what have you. So that is the area we need to address. Whether we appoint another commissioner or not, if we don't put serious measure in place, we'll still be having cases of building collapse in Lagos.
All right, we'll take some messages, and when we come back, take your calls. Stay with us.
Tolu, báwo ni ìrìnàjò ẹ̀? Ilẹ̀ Haúsá dùn. Mo jẹ oúnjẹ kan tó ń pè ní dambu ìṣèkáfá níbẹ̀. Ọ̀rẹ́, adùn àti tasọ́sán ẹ̀ lárinrin.
Oúnjẹ ti délẹ̀ o.
Láìdé, oúnjẹ yẹn náà ló ṣe. Ó tún dùn jù yẹn lọ. Báwo ló ṣe sè é? Ìsebẹ̀ ọ̀ngà. Òun ni ìsebẹ̀ tó nílò fádùn àti tasọ́sán tó lélẹ̀. Dùn àwọn tó fẹ́ràn nínú pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ aládùn nínú ilé rẹ̀.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Win big in the Techno Special Sales Promo. Solar inverters for 2 lucky winners and back-to-school gift packs, including laptops, will be won by 10 people. Simply buy any Techno Camon 19 or Spark 9 smartphone models and get a raffle ticket to qualify for the grand prize draws. Also, enjoy discounts up to 15,000 naira on select Techno smartphones and instant gifts upon purchase. Promo runs till 30th September. Visit at Techno Mobile NG on social media for more info. T's and C's apply. Techno. Stop at nothing.
Tell me, and I forget. Teach me, and I remember. Involve me, and I learn. At Adaria Montessori School, a full Montessori-based learning, we offer creche, preschool, primary, Islamia, ICT, and club activities like Taekwondo, STEM, and chess, and Arabic speaking into our curriculum. We also offer intensive Tafiz class for our grade 6 pupils, executive Arabic and Tafiz courses for non-pupils from age 12 and above every Saturday and Sunday. We boast of modern facilities that include AC-fitted classrooms, well-equipped laboratory, school bus, and a very conducive learning environment. Located beside NASFAT, at Rubiewe area, Olodo Garage, Iwo Road, Ibadan. For more inquiries, please call 0807 976 6666.
Waiting you sabi about the beautiful game. You dey there for the life and style. Fantasy leagues, basketballs, ginger and okpo, breaking down the stats even to the MVPs, taking no L's and only for the W's. I beg, ensure Max Pro get news for you. Football season is back. Live, e-choke. Watch the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, anywhere on any screen. Mado. Stream the action from Super Sport live on Showmax Pro. Sign up at showmax.com.
Power oil, power oil. Bunga cooking oil, we get different sizes and different packs. Oh, power oil, power oil. The one way they sweet me na mini pack for 100 naira. Yeah. Power oil, power oil. They everywhere. Power oil, good for your heart. Power oil, cholesterol. Power oil, no trans fat. Power oil. And people who listen to your heart use power oil. Power oil, power oil.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Welcome back. It's 32 FM 94.9 Break It On Newspaper Review. We go straight to the phone lines 0809 7000 949, 0906 2000 949, and 0705 5000 949. Austin Adomo, Governor Shea Makinde is back.
Yes, he's back. He has assumed duty back. The deputy governor did well while the governor was away. The governor also rightly commended it, and he gave some reason why he has not been handing over power to his deputy before now. I think the major point as far as that is concerned is because there's a fight and the center could no longer hold. So there's loyalty now. They still trust themselves. So that's the way it should be. It is just the right thing to be done.
Hello, good morning. Hello? All right, 07055 949 080 97,000 949.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. In fairness to the federal government, Nigerian armed forces have neutralized cause of terrorist killing in the northeast northwest and north central geopolitical zones. Operation executed in recent weeks through various airstrikes and ground attacks yielded the results between security agencies. The recent achievement, in my view, is largely due to the impeachment threat against the President Buhari retired by some members of the National Assembly. And I'm sure that if the achievement is succeed, it might lead to reduction in the criminal activities of the bandits and not totally to eliminate the action of the bandits. General Rabo or any security chief could be the one addressing nation when it comes to matters of security and not someone who is completely novice when it comes to security matters. I'm joining you.
07055,949 08097,949. There's the numbers. Hello, good morning. Hello.
All right, the line went off. We take this one here. Good morning to you. Hello.
Good morning, my brother. I'm Alaji to you.
Good morning, Alaji.
Now, this security, government cannot tell us they are doing.
Hello, are you there? Well, the line went off. 0097949 0705 500949 and 0906 200949. Good morning, Kenny and Tayo. Oluwatosin. Okay, I wonder why much noise about same-faith ticket when there are alternative parties. That's from Afiz Raji Abidemi. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
We can hear you. Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Dinga Mario, calling from Apata.
All right.
Yeah, now, on the security issue, in fact, I was smiling when Austin was making the analysis of what my live one model was saying. You know, it's like waiting for an aeroplane at the motor park, which can never happen. You remember when Muhammadu Buhari came on board in 2015, he said he's going to wrap up Boko Haram in the next, I think, 6 months or thereabout then. And up till now, nothing has been done. Let Lai Mohammed himself, let him just walk around the lorry in his hometown. Let's see if they will not use my parking. And Professor Kiamu has said he will even travel from Kaduna to whatever, to Abuja Road. That he can even drive himself safely. Even with security escort, he can still be kidnapped. So what they are telling us, they are just telling us fallacy. What can never happen. You know, 2023 election is also being threatened security-wise. So where do they want to get the machinery that will work for the entire country to wipe off those those bandits within now and the next 3 or 4 months?
Right.
So it's like they are just lying to us.
Hello. Okay.
Hello. Go ahead.
My name is Comrade Freddy.
Oh, all right.
So, in the issue of Tinubu, I just want to remind him that the mistakes of PDP since 1999 are still fighting that party till now. So the mistakes and the bad rulings of APC, we still fight back. So they should not use Lagos and campaign. People also did well. Remember that Lagos State is former capital of this nation. So people did very well than what he did in Lagos. Good morning, sir.
All right. The point is made. Morning, dear friend. A good development from Buhari-led APC government. We will wait till December to wipe out terrorists, irrespective of what happens between now and December. The signal is clear. The government is no more in control. Okay, General Babatunde. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
All right, go on.
Well, maybe you are hearing me. Under this administration now, Nigeria is not in terms of terrorism, Nigeria is second in the world now. And in terms of poverty, Nigeria is fourth. Under this administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, God bless Nigeria. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name?
Clement Sharon on the line. So what did Lai Mohammed said for my own political statement? Maybe they don't listen to newspaper or they don't read it, but we need to remind them. Because on September 2nd and 3rd, Punch report that over 615 schools shut down in Kaduna, Sambara, and Katsina due to terrorism. Not only that, despite the amount of money that we have budgeted for security from 2015 to 2022, that means 11.18 trillion. Despite that, Nigeria remains the second most attacked country by Islamic State terrorist groups. That means our federal government, they are not sincere with us with all the security reports we always read every day. So from the valid point I raise, that means they are just deceiving us. You should try to be sincere for once, please. I beg them, because Nigeria have lost faith in APC over the state of insecurity that is happening in the country. May God is our land. Thank you.
Thank you, Suleiman Sharif. If you have been deceived, ensure you are not deceiving your own self. I think that is important. All right, that is why we should all get prepared. Okay, for 2023 election, get armed with the, your PVC. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Tayo.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Austin. Idumu. My name is Edion Owed. Concerning the thing they were saying concerning OLUTAYO, that he was not accepting to own those properties they mentioned. Let the federal government go and prove it. Let them investigate it properly. There are so many other things also they might see if possible, because they used to call him landlord of Lagos. He was not the first governor of Lagos State. Neither is going to be the last governor. Jack Andy was also a governor of Lagos. Jack Andy said the peace of Lagos. What they are giving it to Tinubu, that is something that is somehow funny to me. Jack Andy said the speech. He said the stage of Lagos by which Tinubu rode. So I don't know if Osti can give us more on that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, within just 4 years, Jakande did fantastically well. It shows he can be regarded as the father of modern Lagos. Tinubu only expanded the frontier of Lagos in terms of business opportunity and what have you. Lagos has a lot of advantage. It is not just as a former federal capital territory. That's not just the truth. Tinubu, you can't take that away from him. He built the latest roadmap for Lagos development. That's just the truth.
Hello.
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 Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm calling from Ogun like that. You see, I don't know what is really happening in this country. Nigeria is now the headquarters of poverty. Again, now we are being transferred second in rank in terms of terrorism. Now Nigerians are suffering. So how they mean Nigeria today is what I would call a cooling task. Where do you go from here? And the election is just about 2 months away now. 4 months away. Now where do we start? We go.
All right. We have to go now, Senadumo.
Yes, another female prime minister in the
Yes,
UK.
Liz.
Yes.
The new prime minister, the UK prime minister, Conservative Party.
Yes.
All right. We'll discuss that tomorrow, God willing. We'll look at, yeah. Hello, my name is OLUTAYO. OGUNADE. Thank you, dear listener.
My name is Kenny DUROTILU. Do have yourself a great day.
Here is
The station admired by other radio stations.
Yes, we are.
32 FM 94.9.